And we're still. Oh no, Denny's outside the studio.
Denny's ready.
Oh, he's
boy.
ready.
Very good.
Oh boy.
Hold on, we gotta do this thing over here first.
Dennis Falcone.
Hold on, man.
There he is.
I said, hold on, man.
Sirius XM hat.
I said, hold on, man.
Oh boy.
Just preparing.
It's not a hot mic.
It's not a hot mic yet.
Cold mic.
It's freezing.
Wait for the big intro, please.
It's Jocktober. A celebration of all things shitty in radio.
That's not very nice.
Fantastic failures of pontificating proportions.
That's so bad.
Wow.
An interactive exploration of what makes radio rancid. Jocktober.
OMG.
Hosts, polls, bits, and stunt boys.
This isn't funny.
It's time for Jocktober.
I got a tree on my house.
You know, we got more guys on the phones. I know we're moving on. Dave goes, the bikers were blocking the highway, which we've said many times. What are you supposed to do in that situation? Assume that these guys are going to do the right thing as they block you on a highway?
Yeah.
Or are you going to go into major fucking panic mode?
Panic.
Nothing good comes out of people blocking you on a highway like that. Good morning, Denny Falcone.
Good morning.
Dennis, I guess, is he part of our Jocktober today or our Jocktober today?
He's that's a very good question.
Yeah.
Well, that remains to be seen.
He's helping us out with Jocktober today.
He wanted to be a part of Jocktober. He's a radio guy. So we decided we'd throw him a bone.
Oh.
And let him share some of his stuff.
Wow. Are there is there a show today that we will be featuring, or is it just Dennis?
I brought in some radio history stuff.
If this doesn't work out,
Oh, we have a backup plan.
of course.
Okay,
alrighty.
good.
I come equipped. Equipped with a parachute.
Nice.
We are trying to mix it up a little bit this Jocktober.
Yeah.
Here's our attempt at mixing it up by getting Dennis Falcone involved. And
What I did is I brought in a radio history.
Yes, this is kind of the history of
So I had all this
what
stuff.
we call Jocktober.
what are those things called?
mini discs.
Mini discs.
I remember
What
the
I used
mini
to-
discs.
Yeah, I used to transfer a lot of
Wow, remember
jingles
those?
and packages on here.
I got stuff on DAT.
DAT, yeah.
I need a DAT machine.
I
Chip,
like
you want
that.
to
We have
check
DAT
in on that
machines
one?
We have DAT machines here.
Yeah, we have DAT machines here.
No? You want to check in on the DAT?
DAT one over there.
No?
DAT machine. And the mini disc was good. Mini disc came out around 1993.
Or fucking this.
And you could erase them, and you could move things around on there. And we used to put commercials on there, and jingles, and traffic reports, and
And how would you cue them?
They have it's like a CD, so you have a cut, an automatic cut. It automatically plays on. So I transferred a lot of my stuff from cassette and reel to reels to these mini discs.
Because that was the future.
Yeah,
Mini disc, the future. I think it'll still take off.
Still is in my
It comes
radio
in the
room. Yeah, I
plastic,
like 'em.
the square
little case,
plastic
yeah.
case, and the disc goes in it, and you just pop the whole case and everything into the machine.
Yeah, it was
I used to
great.
record my sets on those. I used to
Really?
I was the mini disc kid. I have a
Were
lot
ya?
of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these are great. I love these things.
yeah.
Oh, we thought those
And-
were going to
and
be the fucking
Well,
thing.
the problem is, then Sony came out with a recordable CD shortly thereafter.
They certainly did with a lot more capacity.
Yeah.
And
And it was easier. People already had CD players.
and who thought we'd come to a realm where there is no actual hard media?
Sean Parker.
Don't even need it anymore. Oh, yeah?
And for about 5 minutes.
Napster. That's what I mean.
Napster.
Everybody was like, "Well, why just put it on my computer?"
It's like, why do I need anything that actually
That I have to
is
carry
a
around?
thing when this exists digitally? We could just fucking throw it around.
And now we're just in the clouds.
It's in the cloud. They even call it the cloud. That's it.
Our shit
It's
is up
there in
there
the
now.
clouds. Bunch of digital information.
People very mad that we didn't get your walk-on music today.
Oh,
man.
Oh, WOLD, Harry Chapin.
This isn't very good.
what?
What happened?
Well, since Dennis Falcone is going to be featured on Jocktober with some of his somebody just put his Facebook address up
Are
on
you kidding me?
up on Pal Talk, so I guess people will be going.
Oh boy,
Dennis Falcone's.
That's very confusing.
Oh, Denny. Oh, are you going to have to clean house?
Well, let's get into this. You brought in some radio history.
Yeah, that was like I had about a 15,
today's
20
Jocktober.
minute, 15, 20 minute montage of, and I took bits out for you, like different minutes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Comedy stuff.
Comedy stuff.
Funny.
I would love to hear what's on that disc.
I would love to
what's
hear
on
the
your comedy
comedy
stuff
stuff.
mini disc?
I don't even know. I'll have to put it in the CD player.
Oh,
How about we do that?
Yeah.
A little comedy stuff.
Yeah, after this, you gotta
tracks.
find some tracks from your comedy stuff mini disc. please.
Zany shot.
So what's the first track here? I don't know.
It's the intro of WABC. I think 1010 wins, and so if you hit it, you'll enjoy it. It's all good stuff on there.
He's not even going to set it up. He's just telling you to just hit
I
it.
want you
You'll
to hit
enjoy
it because you go into it and you'll hear that it's basically radio from the 60s and 70s, WORFM, and the transition of how.
And I want to make it perfectly clear.
Maher.
Dennis thinks this is so good that he has saved it on a mini disc.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
This is gold to him.
For all eternity.
WORFM 139 with Bill Brown in the big town and presenting one of the grooviest songs to hit the musical scene in a long, long time.
If this sounds like your kind of radio, join me, Brother John, and
Wow.
we'll all be part of a new breed of people-to-people radio called Love, coming any day now to WABC-FM. Stereo. WABC-FM, New York's medium with a message.
You see, that
Wow.
became WPLJ. Before then, it was WABC FM.
See, that
95.5.
depresses me because it reminds me of a time that's gone, or
Gonzo.
or it makes me feel like I'm in a time that's gone. That stuff, I understand why you'd like it, but
It's very nostalgic.
depressing.
And it's a whole nother time.
Yeah.
right there.
Denny is in a Facebook
Hey.
group called I'm a Radio Pro Who Still Wants to Use My Talents and Skills Profitably.
Oh, that's the Dan O'Day site.
Oh.
The Dan O'Day site.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Dan is a broadcaster, a consultant, and he sells a lot of radio memorabilia and how-to things on how to write commercials, and I don't know what all these.
And what's the sound booth guest rules?
The
Shut your
same rules as a
mouth.
buddy booth.
Oh.
Wait, but Dennis, what is this? Where was this from?
What, the buddy booth?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Sam's just clicking away here. I don't know.
The sound booth guest rules. It's on what?
It looks like it's on the door to a studio where you'd walk in.
Shut your
so
mouth. Do not touch anything. Check if engineer requires fresh beverage upon entry. Do not intercept any hot girls that approach the booth. They're not here to talk to you. If you have any questions, refer to rule number 1, which is shut your mouth. If you have any questions about rule number 1, refer to number 7, which is then get out. So I guess it may be
Wow.
a
That's
funny
very
thing by
strict.
an engineer.
Have you been in a buddy booth before?
No, I've never been in a buddy booth. Been in a jock booth.
Oh, we went to Jocks.
What's the next track?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to
this is
radio
a,
camp?
What's that?
What are those radio camps they have every year?
Oh, they have.
that morning show boot camp?
Yeah.
And I never went to that.
Would you like to?
No, not really. I mean,
We've been invited
You
for
already know
20
it, right?
straight years.
you guys never went?
Nope.
We are so
We have an
not,
open invite.
Like
we have
if
an open invite.
If those guys from the clips we just heard,
Right.
like thought radio would turn into this, they probably would have just fucking left. The
Do you know how
business.
hated you'd be at that thing?
Oh,
how many people you have Jocktober that are probably there?
Oh,
But we lived through it. The old school guys hating us.
Yeah.
NEW, they openly hated us.
hey,
Well,
here
what I
are.
put on here is basically what radio used to sound like in the 60s and into the 70s.
Right. Okay, what's the next track?
I believe it's WABC FM. How it transitioned into the rock station.
From the 70s into the 80s now? Or
No,
still
from
70s?
still 60s into the 70s. There's a
Wow.
lot of different cuts on there from WORFM, which then became 99X, 98.7, and now it's a sports station. So it's, those were all music stations, which was basically AM and FM back then.
Are you on the New York
Is
radio
he-
message board?
No, I read those guys, but I don't post.
But you do read?
Well, it's fun.
I used to read.
That's fun.
I used to read that shit.
It's
Fun?
Horrendous.
One
Yeah.
word.
Their point of
I wouldn't
reference
use
is
it.
1973. The world
Yes.
ended back then for them.
All right, here's the.
Give it a spin.
Yeah, all right. So this is something he
It's
insisted.
sort of like just fun. All fun stuff,
Okay, all right.
He's
Not fun
Talking about the
stuff.
cylinder of a gun.
Right.
Give it a spin.
There's nothing. There's nothing fun about this.
That's all what disc jockeys used to sound like when it was good. It was good radio.
When it was good.
They were very good back then. I mean, there's a skill to what they did, but they're irritating.
Yeah.
The point. Why save this shit?
It's great.
This is news from the Contemporary Radio Network, and I'm Bruce Brown in New York.
This is WINS, all news all the
Wins.
time, and I'm Charles Edwards.
It always had
66 degrees and sunny at 5 o'clock. This is WNEW News up to the minute. Jim Donnelly reporting. It's 20 minutes before 6. This is Dan Thompson, WORFM 2020 News. From
all over the world, east, west, north, and south. News from FM, from the American
That
FM
is all
Radio
over.
Network.
That's kind of cool.
See, and
Wow.
Yes,
Everything
but-
had to sound very satellite-y and futuristic. Oh, we're getting this from a satellite.
It sounded big. It sounded big. And people's ears would perk up when they'd hear that sounder. They know it's news.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I understand the attraction.
And
to
their
that.
news, by the way, was like so old. Like they would do the news about what happened. Like if it was world news, it was usually from the day before.
Right.
And if it was national news, it was from way earlier in the day.
Right.
And even local, they didn't pick up on local stuff until maybe hours after. It's really amazing.
You don't think they would have done a Miley Cyrus twerking news story?
That's another thing. The fluff. There wasn't many fluff pieces.
Not much
back then.
And they're probably actually confirmed sources.
Right.
Yeah,
they
just
wouldn't
read a
roll with a
tweet from some
story
dude.
That's
from a
just weird.
tweet until a source was confirmed.
You
right.
never heard, according to Mongo the trucker.
Yeah, the UPI machines and the AP machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old ticker.
Spitting out news.
Yeah.
And 1010 Wins still has the little ticker sound in the background.
Yeah.
Actually, the AP machine, I have to agree with Denny.
Yeah.
I was around long enough to fucking see. And while the music was playing, you go to the AP machine because you would get fucking the freshest shit coming
Brandy
off
new news.
way before anyone was broadcasting it because it went out to everybody at the same time.
Yep.
And that's when you would learn about some big celebrity dying or something. You're like, holy fuck, I know before anybody.
Is that how I always wondered how the news got around? I guess the AP machine.
It was the AP machine, and that thing would just spit out shit all day long.
They had it in the background years ago for real at 1010 Wins.
Yep.
And then when they stopped, people didn't like it. They were upset at the quiet with the newscaster going, so they recorded it. And they just play it on a loop now. It's just a sound effect under the broadcasters every single second they're on the air.
So did it used to be in the? That's where that came from.
It was literally really in the background. That yeah.
I worked at a bunch of radio stations. There was always just a room dedicated to the AP machine because it would roll out paper. The whole room would fill up with he knows.
Yeah.
Would just fill up, and then it was your job to fucking, to throw some of it away.
And you know how mad the morning news guy would come in if the overnight guy didn't replace the ribbon, and he came in and you know how like it would just be so
too light, you can't see it.
Yeah,
they must have gone through a lot of ink on those things.
Yeah, one of my fucking jobs way back in the day was I had to when I was doing overnights, I had to rip up the AP copy and save the good shit and highlight it and leave it for the morning guy. You remember this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you have to do all that. Cut it up. Keep it there. No rip and read. Make sure you rewrite your stories.
You don't want to rip and read right off of the AP
Rewrite
wire.
it yourself.
You rewrite it and what? Throw in some of your own little spin?
Well, because a lot of it was written very, very formal, and you try to make it more conversational.
But everyone ripped and read.
Yeah.
Everybody.
True.
You didn't have time to fucking rewrite your stories.
Don't rip and read. Oh, I like that.
Right. All right, what are we going to hear now?
I do that on the shitter.
They said on the set of the Brady Bunch. Rip and read.
Rip it. What are you doing? Rip and read.
That's what the well-hung guest star said. He fucked his hiney.
Yes, he did.
What's the third track there, Dennis?
Cousin Brucey or WMCA. It's all various New York stuff. They kind of rushed me in the studio before I get you a cue sheet.
A
cue sheet.
I should have gotten you a cue sheet.
So
yeah,
play it and we'll go with it.
Hi-ho, hey, hey, to
Wrigley Spearmint Gum.
22 till 6 o'clock, hit power time. Let's give away a sweatshirt to Cheryl Lornatori.
WMCA.
Name it and claim it. Call me right back.
Let's give away a sweatshirt?
Yeah, WMCA Good Guy sweatshirts. They were great prizes.
But you don't have one yet, right?
No, not yet.
You want one?
Yeah, a lot of people keep calling and want to send me one and want to get me one. So
Makes your mouth so fresh and clean.
Well,
after meals and in between.
It's cum.
What size are you?
No, well, I'll get one. Don't worry about it. There's
We'll
a lot of
buy
guys.
you
No,
one.
you don't have to buy me one. Don't worry.
What size are you?
He's a small. He's a
Are
slight
you a
man.
slight man now?
I'm a medium.
You're not a medium. You're small.
Well,
We
you
told
want
you
to
that
See
yesterday.
a good guy.
You want to put a mock turtle under it in the wintertime. It's just
Oh my God. He's the best.
Oh, yeah.
Sweatshirt to Cheryl Lorna Torrey.
WMCA.
Name it and claim it. Call me right now. First roof anywhere. Call Plaza 29944 here in the city. You name it, you win it. Name it and claim it. Call me right now. With Super Dan, the fifth dimension, number 11. It is now 17-6-543 with me, Triple D. It's Four Seasons, number 15. Come on, Marianne. 2 weeks ago, good guy, sure shot. Come on, Dandy Dan. Play the music people want to hear.
4 minutes of the music you want to hear are heard on Fun Radio.
101 minutes of non-stop music. This is Stereo 101, WCBS FM.
The top 100 of the 60s.
ORFM presents the number one song of the 60s.
Hey Jude. Oh, it's Hey Jude.
Oh, wow.
See, everything was very big back then.
It was big. Like, there's energy there, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
That's why everybody was always talking loud.
Now everyone's too cool for the room.
Yeah.
Right, Denny?
It's too laid back. You don't have jingles, straight segues.
Not professional.
It's not a show anymore. Back
now
then
I
it was
understand
show
why
business.
Denny takes this so seriously and is so critical of people that don't take this business seriously.
Those were some good
seasoned
moments.
professionals.
I feel like it's museum day.
Hey,
That's why I want to just offer some history.
Some history.
But
It's not history.
Don't you feel sad when you hear those? Like the
Yeah.
guy who said 17 of. Like, what happened with the rest of that day?
Oh my God.
Was that just a regular day in 1965? What? Like, it fucking weirds me out, man. I can't. The time stuff kills me. Like,
captured a tiny little moment right
yeah, but
there.
the rest of that day after he came off, was it sunny out? Did he drive home?
Oh, man.
The world looked so different back then. Like, I wasn't even born yet. It was just a fucking weird.
I would love to hear some audio from the early days of FM. Because those guys would just smoke pot and really get trippy.
Have the real bassy voices.
Yeah, FM on Top 40 really did. Top 40 FM didn't come around till like the mid to late 70s in a lot of major markets.
What's next here?
Oh, more air checks.
Oh, more air checks.
Hey.
Hello again.
I'll explain about this guy.
Here's my best to you. Are your skies all gray? I hope they're blue.
Good morning. I'm Oscar Anderson. H-O-A, go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
On New York in the morning right now, everybody. 20 minutes to 7. Don't forget, Roby Young starts at 1 o'clock today. 7:25. Fred Foy on the news and a lot of news for you this New Year's morning.
News.
Then all the way with HOA till 10.
Now, the thing with that guy, HOA.
News 5 minutes sooner from WABC, New York. This is Fred Foy.
Herb Oscar Anderson was the morning man, and he used to have a song that he used to sing every morning, Hello Again. He would come on and he would sing that song. It'd be the record, but he would sing
Hello
along.
again, hello.
No, that was Hello Again.
How did that first song go again?
Hello again, here's my best to you. Play it.
I like that, man.
Hello again. Here's my best to you. Are your skies all gray? I hope they're blue.
I like that.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Herb Oscar Anderson,
Hello
and
again.
he's still alive. And matter of fact, E-Rock's
5
dad
shots.
had lunch with him last week down in Florida. I was talking to E-Rock.
What?
Yeah.
Florida, where E-Rock is from.
Exactly.
The home of E-Rock.
How old is that guy now?
Herb, God bless him, he's got to be in his early 80s, but he's still going strong, still doing cruise ships. He goes
Does
out
he
to
sing that song?
He sings. Yeah, he actually had a bunch of different songs, and
What year was that happened? That's the fucking. It sounds Christmassy.
He said, and the funny thing is, it was New Year's Day. He was the morning man. He was working on New Year's Day.
Wow.
That's
what an
crazy.
asshole.
Well,
yeah, no one was listening.
No one.
Back then, morning men and even afternoon guys, they work 6 days. They work Saturday morning as well.
We did too when we started at AAF.
Yep.
Now, he mentioned something on there. He said Roby Young starts at midnight. Roby Young was the disc jockey on WABC who mentioned that. Remember the thing about Paul McCartney being dead?
Yes.
Yep. Well, he mentioned that. What? And the phones went crazy. And Rick Sklar, the program director, was called at home at 3 o'clock in the morning. And security removed him from the studio, removed that disc jockey, Roby Young. And I had
Why'd they remove him?
Because he said that Paul McCartney was dead. You can't just say things like that on the radio back then.
You can't say
come on.
Mayor's dead either.
You know.
Did he say he was dead, or there was a rumor circulating?
I believe he said that Paul is dead. So, rumors speculating. I have the clip.
Oh, wow. Let's hear this.
Cool.
Now we're getting into some cool shit.
When's time now? 7 p.m. Time for the Big M. Bruce Morrow. Tonight from Ravenhall Pool at Coney Island. Here's Bruce.
How you doing, cousin?
you know it. We got a
bunch of young whores down there.
Everyone's ready to go. We're going to be giving out a lot of prizes. We got a lot of albums. We got hundreds and hundreds of our cousins here. We're live from beautiful Coney Island, Ravenhall Pool. What do you say we start dancing right now, cousins, here in our beach party? We'll mix in the old with the new. Here's Bobby Rydell. I do it again.
Wow.
I think it's time to go right back to uptown to WINS and Radio Circle. Dick Waffles waiting for us there. I'll be back in 5 on the beach party. Nobody move, you're captured.
Wins Communications presents The Sound of You.
Instant.
Accurate.
On the spot when news is hot.
The Wins News Center is on the air.
Keep your radio on. Let's have a big party. WINS. We can sing and have fun to wonderful music. WINS. Dial 1010. Wins, New York.
Oh. See, it's basically very inspirational. If you're a disc jockey driving in to do your show, you'd listen to stuff like this and you'd say, "Wow, this is
I gotta reach that level of professionalism and broadcasting."
I mean, it was all excitement in Bruce's
learned a thing or two today.
Oh my God! Right?
It's coming up. It's coming up.
It just creeps me. It freaks me out. That stuff really freaks me out.
Why?
I don't know.
It is.
I like it though.
Weird.
But it freaks me. It's like there's a whole other fucking world that existed.
Yes.
It just puts me in a really weird place, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, that is strange.
Like that old school sounding shit. Yeah. Because like it's so old now, but it was so new and fresh when it was done.
Sure.
Like time is just it just puts really weird time into
time is a river.
Yes, like little cookie people who you'll say hi to and they'll hide under a car.
I know what you'll be saying. Basically, you realize that eventually no one's going to give a shit about us.
It makes you feel mortal.
No one gives a fuck. Enough time goes by.
Yeah.
We won't even be a memory.
Denny lives in Pleasantville.
Yes, oh, yeah, you do live in Pleasantville.
Yeah.
So is this DePaula's dead thing?
Yeah, I think I got it on there. I do have it on there for you.
This is Napoleon the 14th. I'm utterly mad about cousin Brucey. Ho ho, he plays my record. He played it.
Doesn't he still play this?
Oh yeah. He said he did. I heard him do it, and he's coming to take me away to Scott Muni and cousin Brucey and everybody's down there. Hello, Scott Show. Bruce, come right in.
Listen to this.
Hey, what?
This is the whole Beatles thing. This is when the Beatles were at the Warwick Hotel in New York City.
That.
And ABC was broadcasting live. The late Scott Muni was at the hotel. Dan was back at the studio.
When they first came to America, they stayed at the Warwick?
Yeah.
So this is the first time they were in America? Where's the Warwick? We passed that.
It was on 6th Avenue,
here, right?
6th Avenue, 52nd, 53rd Street.
Yeah, we pass it every day.
Yeah.
Wait, who convinced them to come to the U.S.? Somebody we...
well, Sid Bernstein, who was the
Paul
promoter.
Anka. I remember Paul Anka. Paul Anka was a part of that.
Well, that's when they came. They came first to do the Ed Sullivan Show.
Sure.
And then in the summer, then they came back to do Shea Stadium, the outdoor concert.
The 20-minute concert.
Just listen to this whole thing. I mean, you're never going to get people excited about a group like this anymore. Standing outside the
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Or One Direction.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Face.
Just packed Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, this is the Beatles, though.
Face.
Yeah.
These are the Beatles. There'll never be another group like
and
the
the
Beatles.
DJ's out there fucking tossing it back and forth.
And he had the microphone. You listen to the crowd. Could you imagine the traffic on 6th Avenue?
Oh my God! Big fucking wired cord on the microphone.
It happened.
It just happened when One Direction was here.
Must have been Zayn. Yeah, but not the Beatles, though.
Oh no.
I know, but it was the same thing. They closed down.
Yeah. Oh no.
Face.
Ryan Seacrest was there. I'm sure
Oh,
it was
God.
really.
That's just like Scott Sutherland.
Could you, any one of you guys, give me the first 4 names of the members of One Direction?
Yeah.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
There you go.
Those are the Beatles.
Yes, Chippa.
Chip's right on this one, Denny.
Everybody's down there. Hello, Scott Show. Bruce, come right in.
Hiya, Dan. Boy, I'll tell you, the crowd is really restless. They're yelling down there on Quarrick Avenue, "We want the beat."
Is that Muni?
Yes,
sounded like John Wayne.
Well,
Scott
I'll tell. I can't do John Wayne, unfortunately.
That's pretty much it. Just
and then Scott would leave.
Oh God! I hate that.
The Rappin' Duke.
I gotta tell you, man.
He knows it's the rapping dude.
Is it on your comedy mini
I
disc?
might have it on the hard drive of hits, though.
We need to know what's on your comedy mini
I will
disc.
look at it. I don't know what it is. It might be
Beheadings.
some zany stuff.
We might have
exactly.
Sick fuck.
Mississippi burning news reports.
But you got to get it
I will
before
get it
9
for-
because
I know.
Meghan McCain's coming in
All
today.
right.
That's going to be a big fucking interview today.
I might have some other stuff to do here today, but I'm going to try to get it.
You have nothing.
I just might.
Oh, well, I guess 60s on 6 a little more important than
You're gonna
the
have to wait.
Christmas show. Wow.
It's great here in Scott Muni in his prime, and I'll say it every time. He was the best to us. He was the only old school guy at NEW that was cool to us, and he should have been the biggest dick because he was the big, huge star,
the big kahuna.
forever, and he was cool as shit. Invited us into his office and just. He was awesome.
And what year
we
is
liked
this?
him a lot.
That we're hearing. What year is this?
This is 62.
64.
Oh, 60.
64. 64.
When did the Beatles come?
When they came to New York.
64.
Jesus.
I wish I met
64.
Crowd is really restless. They're yelling down there on Park Avenue, we want the Beatles. And I got news, everybody down there on Park Avenue and listening to WABC, WABC, Paul and Ringo.
Wow.
Paul
I think these kids are going to go far.
will be with us in a few minutes.
Wow. That's huge, Get.
Yeah, do you guys want Paul and Ringo?
Would you like it if for the rest of the show we played nothing but Beatles records? Okay, you got a deal right here. Beatles music on your England playing room on 77 Radio, New York Town.
The Beatles Spectacular is really moving.
Oh, my God.
All those hairy pussies.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. Yeah, Scott Show. What's happening?
Ringo is here. Ringo is here on WABC.
Holy shit. You know what? That's cool.
That's great.
Huge.
That's
That's
cool.
great.
That is a
that's
huge
pretty
piece
cool.
of history
And they,
right
and
there.
they got them. We
Yeah. Roland's fucking grandfather's out there.
I think I could get you to be. You got to. You got to take Herman's Hermits first, and then we might get to the Beatles.
Well, Beatles. George Harrison wants to try a cronut.
George Harrison wants a Corona.
Roland, what happened?
Ringo was sick.
It's rescheduled.
But next time he comes, he's gonna.
Reschedule this one.
John Lennon got shot. It's 1972. John Lennon got shot.
No, he didn't.
An observation about that. So you got going to Jimmy's point where it was another time. You got the Beatles. They couldn't walk around New York whatsoever. The whole fucking that part of the city shut down. Blah blah blah. Okay, you fast forward a couple decades. Eastside Dave tells the story of following fucking Paul McCartney, who was just walking down 57th Street one day, certainly not getting the same fanfare.
Right.
Obviously a huge star still, but now thanks to time, he now can walk around New York more or less.
They know to leave him
so
alone.
weird.
His fans are more mature and older.
Right,
and they all recognize him.
But back then, man, they couldn't leave their fucking hotel for nothing. What's the next track?
Might be the one where the guy says that Paul is no longer with us.
Oh, that's terrible.
We really do need that cue sheet.
You got no idea what
this
the
is
next
fun.
track
It's sort
is.
of like suspense, sort of keeping you listening across those core
Well,
hours.
it's just not professional. You know that.
It should be a cue
To
sheet.
not
There
have
should
any
be.
idea
I was
what the
making
next track
coffee,
is.
and the young man, the intern, he came in and said, "They want you in the studio now."
I told you they wanted you in 15 minutes.
Well, okay, I was preparing. All
right.
You were making coffee
became
instead of doing a cue
Oh,
sheet.
boy.
he was
CD
making
burning.
coffee.
The CD was burning.
You could have made a cue sheet while the
Go
CD
ahead,
was
give
burning.
it a spin.
Don't even know what
Give
the
it
world
a
is.
spin.
Pack up all your cares and woes.
Oh, the good
We'll
guys.
say hi when you feel low. We're
The good
They
guys.
would sing a song. Yeah.
O'Brien and Harrison, start your day.
Listen to this.
Then comes back there. Oh, baby. We're
This is good?
the good guys.
Classic.
After Jack will tell you what you're needing. Yeah. Dandy Dan and then be Mitchell
Dandy Dan.
Reed.
Dandy Dan Ingram.
Dandy Dan Daniels.
Swing along. Good guys. That's all.
A diamond 3 pennies and
Wow.
7 with your leader BMR on the wide weird wheel, and stand by. You could be a winner of the musical love letters contest. Maybe. Here's one right now. These are the chiffons.
Listen. Chiffons.
My question after that track, I've heard of the good guys, but why were they so famous?
They were WMCA. They were.
They all had to wear like a tie and shit.
Yeah, they all wear shirt and ties, and they were very
like
Jack
Reservoir
Spector.
Dogs.
Exactly. Jack Spector didn't hide the fact that he was Jewish. You heard him say "Oy vey." You know,
Oy vey.
He would say "booby" on the air. They were very, very folksy.
He would say "booby" on the air, like talking about tits.
And
Chip, I can't take hearing "booby."
And Jack's sign off was be "Watch out, streets, here I come." Watch out, street, here I come.
Oh, because he's gone out on the streets.
That would be 1965, 64.
Oh, man.
That we were just hearing?
Yeah. Because then Harry Harrison went to WABC to be the morning man. He replaced Herb Oscar Anderson, the guy who used to sing.
Is he dead, Harry Harrison?
No, living.
That's too bad.
And is in Jersey. He's a wonderful man, very nice man. Very nice
Do you
man.
go over there and just talk radio as you jerk each other off?
Oh, wow.
Very nice
That's
man.
a little much.
Very nice man.
That's how a lot of the old radio guys don't want to talk to Denny. Like if he starts tugging their pricks, they'll tell him stories.
No, he would always say that you have to be clean when you're on the radio because if the kids are in the car or in the kitchen and say, what does he mean by that, Mom?
Show
And
him.
I'm sure. I mean, pretty soon your son is listening to the radio,
Yeah.
right? Is he listening to Dad's show in the morning?
Would he not care for our show? You think that guy?
Oh, boy.
Would you let him listen to Radio Disney?
Well, he did say yesterday, Dad, you can't say fucking to me. So, but he wasn't listening to the radio show. He was just listening to
Dad.
Yeah, we're up to the point we realize we can't curse anymore. He goes, you can't say fucking.
He just says
and
it.
I go, well, you can't either. He goes, but you said it. I said, I know. That was a mistake.
Then you got to make a deal and say, okay, I won't if you don't.
Right, and you can't either. So next time I make a mistake and you have to point it out, you little fucker. I said, say daddy, you can't say that word.
Yeah.
See, I'm a good father.
That word.
I just do it a little differently.
Yeah.
Let's spin a hit there.
Oh.
What happened?
Spin a hit. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sure,
Fire it
okay.
up.
Hope you're enjoying your coffee.
It's all gone.
How many tracks did you bring
He
us?
has no clue.
10 tracks.
I'm quite enjoying these.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I like knowing about these guys.
Radio history.
I don't
lesson
understand
here.
why these guys become famous, though. That's all.
This was the
and
only.
I know it's from another time, so I'm not even trying to be a dick.
It's the only thing you had. Also, you had radio.
Yeah.
You had TV, and that was it. You didn't have the
But why
internet.
were the good guys famous?
They brought everything to you. They made it sound so. We got the Beatles. We've got the Dave Clark 5.
There was a mystique behind these guys, too. You never saw them. It was the big familiar voice every day would come on. And the way they're talking, they're very knowledgeable. They got a very strong voice.
But weren't there another bunch of guys? Maybe they were the okay guys or something?
Yeah, but you don't want to listen to
Why
them.
weren't they famous?
Maybe
and the
another
good guys
group,
were.
Another group of people were listening to them. They just fucking hit those guys.
By the way, he downplays it. He really knows his radio history.
I love these
Yes, he
old
does. Really
fucking
knows this
guys
shit.
that used to do it. I listened to it growing up all the time, but mine was, I listened in my parents' car over there arguing. I could kind of hear the radio every so often between Dad yelling at my mom that she's raising a queer son because he's playing with dolls.
That was smart.
I do have a respect for these guys that came before us.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand it sometimes. That's all.
In this
But I
day
guess you
and
got to
age.
wrap your head around that it was a different time.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have respect for them when you came to NEW?
I would have, but they were such fucking pricks to us. We're like, okay, all right. So now we know what we're in for.
Was Pat St. John okay to us? I think he warmed up to us after a while.
You know what? To be fair, he was.
I like Pat.
He was all right too.
Yeah.
I still hear him on Sirius XM.
Do you like Pat?
Oh, yeah. Pat's a great guy.
Yeah, I like Pat.
He knows his stuff, boy.
You know, you're right.
Yeah.
Pat was all right to us.
He was a good guy.
He's all right.
He's here now.
Yeah.
We had him on the show once.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, he was all right.
I see him walking around sometimes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That was it.
I'll be honest, some of the folks are getting restless for some Jocktober.
I'm going to start ripping people apart. Yeah.
Well, maybe we do another Jocktober.
I like this little radio history.
I kind of like it.
Well, we're alone.
Oh, really? Really? Time to turn off the Twitter for a while.
Yeah. Well, they're not killing us, but
Really?
You guys.
well, I think they want to hear some of the Jocktobers, and I understand.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear Dennis' comedy bit as much as I'm enjoying.
I will get that on fire.
This isn't a Jocktober.
No, it's not a Jocktober.
Well,
No,
it,
it's just
but
a little
I want to
spice.
hear Paul is
it's
dead.
a month of, just kind of looking into radio, so I don't mind this. But if you're used to us just ripping the shit out of a radio show, then
Yeah, relax. We
Then I
got
guess-
fucking
we have plenty of them.
plenty of time.
It's only Jocktober 3rd.
Yeah. What do you want? Another fugitive bit?
Do you have a disc
I love
standing
'em.
by?
Of course.
Oh, so maybe we'll just do another one before Megan McCain comes in.
Sure, go ahead.
But first this.
It's the 6th annual WABC Principal of the Year election.
Okay, here we go, everybody. We've got 4 minutes now past 12 o'clock noon on a Friday Bob Dayton show. This is WABC's Solid Gold Summer Spectacular, in progress all summer long. And this is the 20th anniversary of the bombing of Hiroshima, I understand. So in view of that...
His last break on WABC.
He got fired for that?
Right after that.
He got fired for that.
Bob Dayton, playing Happy Birthday on the anniversary of bombing Hiroshima.
That was a fucking great.
I think that's where we made our mistake today. You should have brought like some of that edgy shit from the old guys.
The original edgy.
Original edgy. Because that
far and few between.
I understand how crazy that would be for that fucking radio station.
That was his last break?
Yep.
20 years later, they weren't still, fucking Japs. No?
Nope.
Why were they mad at him for that, though? Because
I guess.
Goodbye.
Did he know he was on his way out, or he didn't?
Bob was an interesting guy. I worked with Bob at a radio station.
Bob who again?
Bob Dayton.
Bob Dayton.
And then he kind of floated back.
Who was he fucking going out with?
No, it's probably spelled D-A-Y-T-O-N.
Yeah, he fell on some hard times.
Why?
He worked at WCBS FM, and then I believe he got fired there, and then he ended up back on Long Island. So you go.
Is he living?
No, he passed away.
I'd love to ask him about that.
He had some. He used to live dead. He used to live in the record library at the radio station at one time.
So he didn't know that was going to get him fired?
Guess not. I guess he thought he was doing some content.
That's wow. Hey, that's his fucking church.
That sounded really weird.
That's his fucking Mayor Menino.
Because you knew those radio stations like that would never fucking take chances.
He's
like
a
that.
shock jock. Happy birthday! So he's like, the 20th anniversary. I'll play Happy Birthday, and I'll fucking wish them.
Is that 63?
Bombing Hiroshima was...
no, if it was 20 years ago, it was 45.
Oh, 45.
Yeah, 45. So
that's
65.
unheard of for 1963 in radio.
1965.
65. I didn't think they were that politically correct in 65 to give a shit if you... Because, I mean, back then, as I even know as a kid in the 70s, you'd say, oh, that's just Japanese junk. Oh, it's made in Japan. Oh, Japs. Like, people are still saying that shit.
You're not on the radio or TV.
Not on radio or TV?
No, people wouldn't talk like that.
About Hogan's Heroes. Make fun of the Nazis.
Would they say Krauts?
They would say Krauts.
Yeah, sure.
They kept it fun because the laugh track made it all okay.
It really did. Big bright swastikas on a comedy.
But he was a good disc jockey too, Bob. And,
apparently not very fucking thoughtful.
They're not liking this, Jimmy.
The Japanese.
I got to be honest.
It's old stuff. It's old stuff.
Maybe we can eat on the air to get him to.
Well,
the guy gets food and some old stuff.
Well, very good news. Tomorrow, this would be a perfect time to announce it's Taco Day on the
Taco Day tomorrow. So please tune in as we eat tacos on the air. You're gonna love it. Believe me.
I want to talk about closed-minded. Holy fuck. Had no idea until Jimmy brought it to everyone's attention that they don't enjoy the fact that we're enjoying
hate
food.
it.
What's this track, Dennis?
What cut you up to?
He has no idea what track it is. He was making coffee instead of paying attention to this. He's not a professional.
Element of surprise.
I'm up to cut. This should have ended 20 minutes ago.
Should be on cut 9?
Yeah, which cut is that?
12 and a half minutes before 1 o'clock on WABC. Roby Young here in New York with all night music power. The Beatle Paul may be dead.
Les Marshak here, and we've been getting some phone calls. The switchboard downstairs has been inundated regarding some speculating that Roby Young was doing earlier this morning regarding Paul McCartney. If you were listening, you're aware of it. But please be assured that those speculations are untrue. They are untrue. Please don't call, all right?
Wait, what happened?
Oh, boy.
Which guy got fired?
The guy who said Paul may be dead.
He goes, Paul McCartney may be dead.
I didn't have everything that went after that, unfortunately. Then he went into the okay, I'll explain. He went into the record, and when he went to the record, I guess the switchboard went crazy.
Because he said Paul may be dead. So that was his tease. And then he's going to play some music, and then he's going to talk about it further.
Don't mention anything about Paul being dead. The program director might have, said, look, there's this stuff. Don't mention it. He went in there and he said, Paul may be dead. Phones went crazy. Rick Sklar calls up the disc jockey, Les Marshak, and they said, get in here. And Les did the rest of the show.
Wow.
The phones were just going crazy. So,
did they fire him?
I believe security had him. Rick went into the station and they had him removed.
But that was a huge rumor. He didn't start the rumor.
No, but don't talk about it.
We know how to start a rumor.
Don't talk about it. If you
This guy was just talking about a rumor.
Don't they? The message
He didn't want the
was,
switchboards being inundated.
Don't say that. That WABC, which is WA Beatles C, said Paul may be dead.
WA Beatles C.
You can't say it on WA Beatles C.
The authority.
Okay, I understand.
One saying that. So
sure.
Yeah.
And that was it. The last track was a disc jockey by the name of Mad Daddy. And he was just reverb.
I ain't mad. I'm just frustrated.
And listen, I mean, this guy is just.
I'm all full.
Entertainment
like
all the way. It's
plump
crazy.
hot dog. I ain't mad. I just gotta have the hot dog juice drained out.
Okay.
Then I'll be sleepy, Daddy. One time I fell asleep with a ciggy in my mouth.
Oh.
I had cummy all over my belly and my boxes.
Cummy.
And there I was, hurt my back being all asleep with a ciggy crumped over the crib.
There's just no reason for it. Oh, God.
Here's Mad Daddy or
Mad
something
Daddy,
like that.
yeah.
All right.
From the little radio station around the corner and up your block, the Mad Daddy Show. All right, Mad Daddy here, the Monday scene. Another week is moving on. You heard it up and covered.
Natalie
Wasn't
Wood.
that a Hummer? That's the wind's premier sound. It ain't a square record, but we only play round. Take your daddy's advice now and turn the lights down low. Upcoming something nice on the Monday Show. Here 'tis the sound you can use. A kissy face song to chase your Monday blues. Ruby and the romantic.
In the air.
You like that?
Yours
Echo.
truly, WINS, the Group W station, Western House, bird chasing for New York. And this is Mad Daddy. Stand by for news.
He talks all that reverb and echo.
Yeah, a lot of reverb and echo.
From
The Echoplex.
WINS
Yeah.
News Center.
Boy,
It's great stuff, isn't it?
I tell you, Rob is not a fan of Denny.
What did you do right there?
Oh, boy. This guy
No, you
writes.
could keep that. You can keep that for yourself.
That's okay.
Rob writes,
Thank
what the
you.
fuck is this Jocktober? Dennis is boring as shit. Who wants to hear this old radio checks? Fucking utter dreck. And then he went on to a couple of more hard.
Yeah.
Utter dreck.
He says, great Jocktober today. Wow, what's next? Did you actually prepare this shit? Easily the worst show of 2013.
Holy shit.
Oh, Rob is none too pleased with your
Rob
contribution.
doesn't like this.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, Daddy.
I want to hear some of the comedy bits on Denny's thing, because I think that we
would
can
like
make fun
to
of
hear
that.
some comedy.
Yeah, I think you might have. It would have been good if you picked like better clips,
Some
like more
comedy.
scandalous clips,
They don't have any of those.
or more like Scott Muni talking to the Beatles for the first time.
Oh.
Well, I'll see what I can get from my radio cohorts.
Oh.
What do you have in the Jocktober wise?
We're just
Who, me?
Yeah, anybody.
Well, I got a show. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I got a full on.
All right, let's do that.
But you see, what you
Really?
guys did is you guys kind of enjoyed
Right.
that, and you honored those gentlemen. You
I did
didn't rip them
enjoy that,
apart.
but Rob is right.
Richard
It's so
writes,
funny. They all enjoyed it, but now they're listening to the listener feedback and they're trying to.
Well, the bottom line is I did enjoy it, but it's not technically a Jocktober bit, so I
I
understand
kind
the
of enjoyed
complaint.
it. I enjoyed it selfishly.
Yes, exactly.
selfishly.
Selfishly, I enjoyed it, but not thinking that maybe the listeners were
They want
enjoying it
Jocktober
as well.
Richard Cranium, who, of course, it's Dickhead.
Sure.
He says, sorry, but I've had enough of this no payoff Denny bullshit.
Turning on me.
They certainly
Yeah, a little
are.
bit.
Well, they should be.
That only means you should go back into your cubicle that's almost out of the building. You're the supply closet.
Well, you know why they moved him.
Hey, get back in there and fucking prove these people wrong.
Yeah, Denny, get some comedy on that thing.
You go down that fucking hall with a little energy, and you prove these assholes wrong.
When you walk, I want you to hear this in your head.
That's right.
I want you to hear that theme song.
have some pride.
That's right. And take all those bits and put them in your arms, and then march into an open elevator shaft.
Yeah, I mean, we could either cut our losses. It's time to do some game show here. We could cut our losses, or we could take a chance and see what's on his comedy mini disc.
Well, he has to make that into a disc.
I got to burn it to a CD.
Because why would he have been ready when he was making coffee?
Yeah, he had to make his coffee.
We could start with maybe a Jocktober, and then he comes back and does that?
Do we cut our losses, or do we see what's on his comedy mini disc.
You could also give him.
And what's on the comedy mini disc?
I have no idea. I haven't looked at it.
No, in general, it's a mini disc. So is it radio guys being funny? Is it little parodies? Is it what is it?
It's probably all rape reports.
In general.
I think it might be just comedians or drop-ins, like funny drop-ins that I would use on the air. So I'll have to see what those
funny
are.
drop-ins.
Whoa. Do we cut our losses?
Oh, God.
Or do we find out what he...
I say Denny should go make the disc.
I think we take a break. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta piss.
Let Denny cut this up.
His throat.
Cut his throat.
You got the tacos today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow's taco day.
Is tomorrow, Denny.
Big day tomorrow.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'll just be for the Opie and Anthony show.
And we will come back strong with Jocktober tomorrow. I guarantee that.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee that.
We got time today. We got 35
I liked it.
minutes.
I mean, we're trying to mix it up and make it a little different this year.
Just
a
radio
little
history.
bit.
That's all it was.
I mean,
Just
we'll
a
still
taste
be
of history.
beating the shit out of a lot of radio shows.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Taste of history.
And we
That's
might
all
just
I
beat
want
the
to
shit out of a radio show next, so stay there.
Yes.
The Opie and Anthony Show will return in a moment. After all, millionaires have to piss, too.